Welcome to Currency 365. Alright, Iraq breaking news episode 9. We're in episode 9, next week's episode 10. How long do we have to go? Hopefully we won't see episode 20, okay? Alright, let's get into the breaking news. But before we get into Iraq breaking news, let me talk about Iran. Okay, let me give you 5 headlines from Iran's nuclear sanctions things that's going on right now, okay? The first headline is extending Iran nuclear talks for months unlikely. Okay, Tehran rejects managed access to its military sites. Okay, Iran plus the P5 plus one hold new rounds of nuclear talks. Okay, and Iran says any access to its military sites forbidden. So, of course, the talks are on the way, and let's see if we can get a sanctions off of Iran by June 30th. It looks like that might not happen. It looks like they might start doing it in small sections. They might lift the sanction here, and then a sanction here, and a sanction here, and then over time, Iran will be fully lifted off of sanctions. Okay. All right. Another news. CNBC, okay, CNBC just released an article about emerging currencies that it might be a great time to buy them now. Um, and they also were talking about the South Korean won and the India rupee. Okay, so those are two ones they mentioned. I think they also mentioned the Malaysian currency as well. Okay, so everybody's starting to talk about the emerging currencies because we're about to get into this new banking system that's going to realign these currencies. Okay, let's see. Another one is Greece. Okay, June 30th is the deadline for Greece. Okay, the IMF's Christine Lagarde, I said no period of grace for Greece debt payment. Okay, the International Monetary Fund chief, Christine Lagarde, has warned the cash-strapped Greece that it will get no extra time to make a huge debt payment due at the end of the month. So they don't come up with that payment, they're basically finished as a country here. They're going to see a big, huge collapse in Greece. Okay, now let's move on to Iraq. Okay, the central bank decides to consider Saturday's usual business. All right, so they're trying, and this is because of the request to meet the bank's foreign currency. All right, so I'm pretty sure that they're behind and they're trying to catch up, so they have to make people work on Saturdays to catch up to get the Dinar value back down because of the high pricing dollar. Okay, now let's go on. Of course, Ramadan for the Iraqis and the Muslim world began Thursday for most of them. Okay, some of them begin today, so we know that's going down. And let's see if we see some interesting things during Ramadan. We did last year, and we did the year before. So let's see if we get any more interesting things during Ramadan this year for the Iraqis. Okay, Parliament Speaker, we will see negotiations on Phase 3 contract relating to the National Guard law. Okay, the National Guard law, once again, is front and center. They're talking about it. They can't figure it out. Hopefully soon they get it figured out, okay? Let's move on. The governor of central bank, keywords, announces attempts to weaken the Iraqi dinar for the existence of facts represents a shield the local currency failure. Okay, this guy has no clue what he's doing. Because he's coming out with statements talking about he wants to weaken the Iraqi currency for failures I guess, things of that he's just making up. Okay, this is why they want him out of there. He wants to protect the money changers and Maliki people, so they need him out of there. And then Mohammed Saleh, who is the advisor of a body who I wouldn't mind to be the new governor of central bank if that's what Shabibi wants. I wouldn't mind. He comes out and says that the central bank has the ability to impose monetary policies. Okay, that means restructure the currency and change it up, and doesn't have to wait on the GOI. Okay. The Kurds are fleeing the dollar from Baghdad in preparations for adoption of the official currency in Kurdistan. Now, could this be the lower dinams? Could this be the lower notes that have the Kurdistan language on it? That's interesting. Now, the Kurds also came out and said that this was yesterday. They came out and said that they can sell oil without Baghdad's permission or approval. You know that rubbed people the wrong way. All right. And also, let's see, deputy demanding to stop selling of the dollar to domestic banks and warns of the mafias ignited the market. So the mafias, the ISIS, the Daesh, the money changers, they're destroying the market. Okay, they got to get rid of these people. They got to have everybody go to the banks. That's what they need to do. All right. So let's move on. The central bank to take new action to stop the decline of the dollar, of the dinar. Okay. So we saw that a body had an emergency meeting with the CBI and other people to fix the fall of the dinar. Okay. And then overnight it went back up significantly. So I mean, just quick thinking by a body, and boom, they flood the auctions, twice the price or three times the price of, and boom, the Iraqi dinar goes, back and increases to the dollar. Okay, so this is not hard, and it's Allah doing what he does best. Maliki plan to return to power. I don't want to even talk about Maliki. He needs to be gone. I don't care about him trying to come back to power. He needs to be gone. Okay. So we know that the amnesty was voted by the cabinet and is now in Parliament for the first reading in July. Shabibi says the problem of the central bank is the result of the loss of independence. So Shabibi wants to see the independence law for this central bank. Okay, they need that law. We still haven't seen the money laundering law, and we also see they need the bank law. I don't know. Maybe they did do those laws and they passed me by, but we see that the central bank is not independent yet because Sabibi just said it this week. Okay. And also, they said that they met all needs for tariffs. So the tariffs should be coming out, they're saying, in August for all regions of Iraq. We're going to see the tariffs law. Okay. Iraqi financial minister Zaberi talked to Citibank, JP Morgan, and Deutsche Bank. So they're getting everything ready to go. And Abadi says Iraqi currency backs strongly, and there's no fear of the dinar exchange rate against the dollar. And he will strike with an iron fist for those who are corrupting and conspiring against, the manipulating the dollar against the dinar. So there's the breaking news of the week. Hope you guys are doing well. Currency 365. I'm out.